What's going on, Power Washers? Welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. My name is Panda Sim Plays. I hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed your week. And we're just going to finish off doing barbecue, the lounge, seat, the shed, this, and possibly this. But this here will take the longest, so this might be a 4-part instead of 3. But here we go. I missed that bit, don't know how. Here we go. So yeah, so it depends on if I can get certain things done quicker, then I will be able to hopefully finish the whole garden bit anyway and whatnot. Some of it can be a bit tricky. I've played this in VR, Meta Quest 3, and some of it was a bit tricky, but I find it very relaxing and so forth because it's just chilling, take me time, and time went very fast when I've done it, so I quite enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm recording via the PS5 at the moment until I can get my PC up and running. I'll be able to record from my PC, so that way it will make it probably a little bit better. But who knows? We'll see when we get there. Right, let's change another. Some of the bits can be a bit hard to reach, or certain bits can be you have to use a certain tool. And obviously, you will get messages from other people while you're playing. So that's basically telling you your next jobs. And obviously, once you've done this, will end up getting other jobs, which you can pick and choose what jobs you can do, which I think is quite cool. And I hope that you are looking forward to PowerWash Simulator 2, because that looks awesome. I will be covering that at some point, probably next year, judging by how things are going for me at the moment. More likely next year. But yes. So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. I like would be very appreciated. Your views are very appreciated, and feedback is very appreciated as well. Let me know what you think, what could be changed, and other bits and bobs like that. So let's get this going. Get it all nice and clean to the best of my ability. I know I'm probably doing it wrong, but everyone has different play styles. Because I know I've got a few VR games on my wish list that I would like to eventually play on the Quest. To make it a bit more open, I would say, because some of them are actually was originally ported. I'm guessing ported from the first PlayStation VR, which I'm trying to get my hands on, but at the moment, due to lack of funds and obviously getting a wedding sorted due to unseen circumstances, can be a little bit harder than I thought. I'm just going over it once again. Probably get this done. Probably what's missing. Little details like this, like really hidden parts inside. Just getting it, it's not as hard as you think it is. I thought this would be a lot easier, but obviously it's proven to be a lot harder than I thought. It's quite hilarious, to be fair. That's good. So that. I'm just looking at this inside, right? Here we go, here we go. Obviously I knew I missed this part. I always got to do these little bits and bobs in the outskirts. Saves me doing them later. If there is a full version of this, which I'm guessing judging by the looks of it, I'll probably will be 4 parts, and then obviously we'll finish off doing the stairs and the pool and the pond. Yeah, the double pond, the stairs, basically this general area here. But we'll see how it progresses, how I'll progress on this. So this one can be a bit of a tricky one, because there are stains in the actual couch, I think, at the front, but you have to get really, really in there. Obviously, I'm not using any soap and that. I'm saving up to get the highest power washer, so then I can get all the attachments, then I can get all the soaps eventually. But I know there's a big one coming up, which is a park, kids park, and that will probably take a few episodes to do, but we'll see how far we can get on this first before even thinking about the next job. And yes, there is DLC to it. It's on my list of many things to get. Here we go. It's a bit hard one there. Let's go back up here. Do that. Get that sorted. You have to get really in between as well, which I think is a cool sort of aspect, but it can be annoying if you're like really hardly concentrating on it. The inside won't take that long. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting there slowly. Slowly but surely we'll get there in the end. Let's get all this sorted. Get the change sorted. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And you are happy, safe, enjoying gaming, or whatever other hobbies you do. I'm not quite sure what everyone does. Not my business to know. Just the way I am. I know that I like to game. I probably will be recording a few videos ready for when I go on holiday, and make sure they're scheduled and ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Of course. There we go. That's the our bit's done. Try and get this done. Try and get as much as I can done, and as fast as I can. But again, we will see what happens. Oops, completely missed that somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I do like relaxing games like this, even though it can be frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, playing it on VR, it's a different atmosphere. Brilliant atmosphere. I mean, if you got a VR, I would say test it out. I mean, I don't think they've got a demo for it. Oh, that's probably what I'm missing there. Yeah, try on VR. I mean, if they have a trial, I'm not too sure if they have a trial on Meta or or VR in general. But I'd say give it a try. You know, or use a demo of it if they've got a demo. See, this is the annoying part of things you can't see. You're like, bro, why? Right. So on that note, do we have anything? Yes, we do. Right, what we do, we use this, place it here, and we jump up. We go across, and hopefully get top beams. Obviously keep checking for dirt. Or you can just go like this. This today is the day that I found out you can actually jump on top of this, so fun times. I don't think you can jump on the shed over there, but I'm pretty sure that you can at least. Was that done? So look. Yeah, let's clean them out. And the shed, which is going to be a bit of a how do. So with the shed, you've got to be very careful underneath this part here, there, because you have to go right underneath it. But obviously, when I get to that, I will show you what I mean if I haven't done it already. Because obviously angles count. Like doing the angles is pretty cool. And they add that sort of little thing into it. And obviously, like I said, I like playing PowerWash Sim. I like sim games in general. I'm finding them more better for me. For example, like if I go on a 13-hour shift or 2 lots of 13 hours, it's just better to chill. So as you see underneath here, before I even washed, is stuff that you need to get, which can be annoying to get, but you have to go right underneath. And yes, it can be annoying, and it's frustrated a lot of my friends who play it. Not as many as I thought. Here we go. Get what I've done there. Okay, just a few bits. It's fine. It's always good to miss a few bits. This is why I switch between. We're just going to go around the bottom. It's just satisfying just to hear it. Even though I'm probably doing it differently from like what everyone else does, but I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to be different. I want to be unique. And yes, I may be starting off with some rubbish games, but I'm using what I've got. But I do have a few games on PC that I'm hoping to record once the PC's finally here, like finally apart, because I put PCs together myself. I don't pay no one. I just find it interesting to learn how to do the simplest things like that, because you're basically paying. Some PC parts are actually very overpriced, in my opinion, or very overpriced, depending where you live and your budget. But satisfaction of actually building it yourself, it's like a pat on the back. But again, that's just me. It's my way of thinking. If you do something yourself, you're doing it right. You learn from mistakes, and this will be the third PC I've built in just 2 years. That's when I get there. It's just fine. What I like to do, I do price comparison, and then I'll see if I can get it a little bit cheaper or anything like that. But then again, like I said, that's just me. I like to find the best possible deal, more bang for your buck. That's why I do a lot of price comparisons, and there's other things I have to think about. For example, for me, I look at places, I mean, even though I shouldn't, I look on eBay or I look on Vinted, which actually now do electronics, which I was quite shocked about when a colleague at work told me about it. But I just like to do things myself. You know, if there's any way of getting it cheaper, I will. But obviously, it's got to become as good as possible, in my opinion. And people go, oh, don't buy this, don't buy second-hand parts, blah, 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 blah. Right, yeah, well, sometimes you've got to take the risk if it's a lot cheaper. I mean, the CPU I am looking to get for my PC is the Ryzen 7 700, Ryzen 7 7700X, which is in a good price range, about 250, I think it is. Graphics card I'm looking at is 320. And then I've already looked and sourced out a power supply myself. That's another 80. So I've spent quite a bit. And then all I've got to do is get a key for Windows. I don't want Windows 11 because I just don't want Windows 11. Because I remember Vista being like the best thing at the time. It's like, oh, this is better, like Windows 7. And Windows 7 was rubbish. Again, my opinion. I prefer Vista over 7. And now we're in a stage where no more support for Windows 10. Me. Okay. But like I said, building things to me makes it a lot better to learn. Learning is key in everything. That's why I'm trying to teach my daughter when she gets to the right age to sit with me and we build a PC together. A little father-daughter project. Oh yeah, I can get up here. Well, good. Obviously, I'll be using used parts anyway, but at least she can say, "Oh, I've done it." You know. Yes, yes, I know. Almost done. Almost done. It's all good in the hood. Let's see if I can get the stairs done at least. And then it's just got to be the pool. There we go. Right, let's get this part here done. I know I said I'll leave it till the next episode, but this can be a bit of a time constraint, especially with the little bits there, like that one there. Oh. Everything just went too loud there. See, little bits, if I get right underneath, I'll show you. Little bits like that, you can't really get underneath unless you. Oh, okay. You really, really have to go heavy on this, getting stuff done. Yeah, I'm getting some of the pool, but I think we'll leave the pool for the next episode. And then once the this pond is done, then that will be finito. Even though I'm hitting the pool a bit, but I'm hitting not the pool, I'm hitting the ponds a bit, but it saves us doing it a bit later. A little bit will help. As Tesco says in the UK, every little helps, or in other case, I'm overpriced and I'll pay my workers minimum wage. Enough. Because I've worked in Tesco's before moving down here, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a brilliant, decent job. Pay could be a little bit better. I've got a few friends who work there, but I'm not. They're okay with it. I mean, it pays the way. But when you're living in a time of crisis like we are at the moment, you know, in the UK at the moment we've got a crisis of living, and the money's it's like as soon as you get paid, like half your wage is already gone because of the rising costs of so-called climate change, which is a myth. Change my mind. Have a healthy debate about it. Nothing wrong with a healthy debate. Healthy debates make the world go round. Right there. Oh, I missed the fence. Seriously? I missed the fence. Right. Just the pool by the looks of it. Just want to double check. Nope, I've missed a few bits. Just a few little bits here. See, like getting here would be a bit of a pain in the bum to get. And then that one. There we go. Just going around checking before I finish off the episode of PowerWash Sim. Everything else looks awesome. Yeah. And I'll say thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Please leave a comment, feedback, like, and subscribe. Bye. Have a good day.